Well, what's going on, guys? It is currently Monday, November 23rd, in the afternoon, in the middle of the afternoon. I kind of recorded late, but as you can see, I am driving on the highway, which is, it's been a while. I totally forgot that today, so I decided to open this today on my Monday because the kids have off school this week. But I'm currently on my way to the airport because I totally forgot about my sister coming in. Like, I knew she was coming back today, but the weekend got so busy that I just totally forgot about it. And so I'm on my way to go pick her up. She's arriving in like 23 minutes. I'm almost there. This is the last leg of the drive. But yeah, you guys are gonna be able to see my sister. Just picking her up. She's coming from Los Angeles, so she's coming far away. I think she was back during the summer, so it's been a few months since she last visited. So she's gonna be with us for I think a week. So I think my parents are really looking forward to that. My mom's been going nuts getting the house ready and everything. But the worst thing I'm looking forward to right now is, you know, folks, I really don't like highway driving too much just because I'm a very angry driver. So like, I become aggressive for some reason. I can't just drive passively. Sometimes I do, but Philly drivers just aggravate me, per se. But the worst thing's gonna be is on my way back when it's rush hour. Because right now it's 3 o'clock and rush hour begins at like 4 o'clock around here. Actually, it starts to like unleash around 3:30. So 4:30 is when it's like boom, it's bad, and then it's bad for like 2 hours. So hopefully my sister doesn't take too long getting out of the airplane, and hopefully we can just get going. But I'm already fearing what's to come because this place gets bad. Our infrastructure sucks, but you know, I think that's like that with everywhere in the country. Every major city area has traffic issues, but I personally don't like driving in traffic. Well, it's one of the nice things about my, owning my own business now. It's all my commute times are off-peak hours, so I never have to deal with rush hour per se. But today it's gonna be like a nice refresher, a reminder of what I used to have to deal with. It's all for my sister. Thankfully, her flight next week is at night, so I could take her when it's like not busy. So I definitely look forward to that that trip there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to focusing on driving because highway driving is you should focus 100%. I don't think most of us do. But yeah, we'll tune back in after I pick up my sister. She's finally here. She's finally here. She hasn't texted me back in like the last 25 minutes, but she's here.
You really gotta record this YouTuber, you know?
Hey sis. Hello everyone, this is my sister.
You're not putting this on YouTube.
It's my sister, everyone. She must have had a rough flight.
So unsubscribe. Unsubscribe.
There we go. See, this is her after she's stresses down. But with the promise of food, now she's back to normal, sort of.
I hate you.
I know.
How old are we?
Yeah, we never change as we get older.
You're 27, I'm 24. We have to get up older.
Nothing changes. Brother sisterly love never changes.
Promise food. You never give me food.
No, I promise to bring you to a source of food. So it's end of the day. It is currently almost pretty much 4 o'clock in the morning, Monday night, but it's technically Tuesday, November 24th. You guys, let me turn the lights after this turn. I know you guys are pretty much used to me vlogging at this point in time now, guys. But as you saw, my sister's back home. She's home safe. She was a little grouchy. But that's my sister. She moved to LA last year. So, pretty much, quick long story short on her, my sister lost a lot of weight this past year. She lost a ton of weight, and she went from before the weight loss, eating a lot, and during the weight loss, eating little to nothing. When she visited a few months ago, she was barely eating, and now she's become a hungry monster, just like my fiance. She's been, so she was telling me she was in the hangry mode, where if she was hungry, she just gets irritated and angry very easily. So that's pretty much her mood the entire way back. I should have recorded more of it, but I have to be conscious of my camera's battery power. And even right now, it's about half, so I don't think I'll be able to record long, so I better make this quick. But today was a pretty rough day. I mean, for me, it was nice seeing my sister. I was really glad that she's doing okay. She could be doing a little bit better, but you know, it could be worse. So I'm just glad that she's up in spirits. She's working hard. She seems to be happy, and that's all that matters to me. So, you know, it's really good seeing her face. She had to point out that, you know, I did gain some weight, and it's been, well, it's not even gained ever since she saw me. I haven't lost any since she saw me last, because as I mentioned before, I gained like 40 pounds from my surgery, because I eat a lot. I love food, and the way I kept the weight off was I worked out pretty religiously, and so I maintained a balance. But once I had that surgery, I was bedridden. I ate, but I didn't work out, so boop, everything just goes boop, boop, boop. I went up like 2 or 3 pant sizes, and it was just four. I went up 4 pant sizes, and it's pretty bad right now. And it hasn't helped up this point, you know, me being surrounded by pizzerias and, you know, being so tired by the end of the day that I don't have time to go to work. I mean, time to go work out, or I don't have time before to go work out. But my sister, being her, had to be the sensible one and remind me once again, I just got to make time for it. Even though I'm tired, go in for 30 minutes and do a rep or two. So that's what I did tonight. Around like 1:30, I went to the gym, worked out for about an hour, did some cardio, did some weightlifting, and then showered up, went back to the store, did a couple more updates, and then headed right back, and then now I'm heading home. So, you know, that's what I did before. That's what I tried to do, and I got lazy again, and it was just, well, it's not even lazy, it was just, you know, you guys understandably know, seeing the last 2 videos, I got busy. I got stuck with a lot of things, but once again, there's no excuse. There's no excuses. I could have ate better during those times. I snuck several bad meals in there, and that's my fault. I gotta be more disciplined in that aspect. But, you know, when my customers, my members don't help me, you know, and you know who you are. If you're a member and you know who you are, they bring me pizza, Wendy's, McDonald's, and so much delicious goodness. How can I say no? But I gotta get more disciplined. So, I mean, I'm gonna start before New Year's. Why wait until New Year's to start making a resolution? I'm gonna make it right now and say that I'm gonna commit to losing at least 10 pounds before the New Year's. It's a pretty aggressive goal, but I think with the water weight that I have, I can actually attain it if I just focus. Optimistic goal, because I technically have a month and a week, is to lose 20 pounds. That's really aggressive. I don't think I'm gonna get there, especially with Thanksgiving coming in a few days. But I will do my best nonetheless. I'm gonna work out daily, but work out right, not just do treadmill and be done within an hour. I'm gonna do a bunch of different mixed cardio. Vanessa, I'm not sure if you're watching, and my old coworker for Vanguard, she and GP, you guys were my motivation to working out, you know, getting fit, living, you know, be healthy. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna get back on track. You know, my legs are already hurting now. I did some reverse squats today. It's been a while since I did any of those. But I will get back on track, and we're gonna go from there. But all this came back from seeing my sister. She's a good motivator for me, because, you know, I wasn't a really good big brother to her growing up. I was pretty, when I look at some other siblings, I see certain siblings that are worse, better, or in certain aspects they were different from us or worse, and blah blah blah. Because not every sibling's the same. Just when I think I was a horrible big brother, I see some other relationships out there, and because growing up, I was pretty mean to my sister. You know, I guess I resented her as a child because she got more attention than me, and she annoyed me as a kid. But at the same time, growing up, we would play games together. She'd be the one that I could show off to. So anytime I was playing an RPG on a video game, I'd call my sister over to come, just tell her, hey, let's watch this cinematic together. And there's, you know, for me, I can look back, and it was a few years ago that I realized, actually it's when I came back from Korea, that was about 7 years ago now, is when I realized kind of how much of a bad brother I was to her. Like, I cared for my sister, but I didn't treat her the best. I always just kind of brushed her off, was aggressive with her. We fought a lot. You know, I wasn't a role model for her per se. And then she ended up in a bad cycle of stuff. And I feel like predominantly a lot of that's my fault. And and I do take part blame for it because I didn't give her the attention that she needed as an older brother. I didn't take her with me along to places as I should have. Growing up, she looked up to me as a kid, and I didn't show the same respect back to her, and I regret a lot of that. And for me, it's like I wish I can go back and just be a sweeter brother to her, love her more, care for her more, so she didn't deal with some of the problems that she did, or hung out with some of the friends that she did, and make some of the bad decisions that she did, and in general. And I just want to go back and try to fix all that. But nonetheless, my sister went through her dark period, had a lot of struggles, but I am proud of her now, though, because to be honest, she had a rough growing up, because she dealt with living in my shadow per se, like going to college, going to grad school and all that stuff. So she always felt like she was in my shadow. She ended up with a rough crowd, and my mom and my sister fought a lot. Like, she definitely had one of those huge rebellious stages with my family. They constantly fought a lot, and my sister, what my parents thought was her being ungrateful and blah blah blah, etc., and not loving them, and my sister just taking it as like they're just trying to control my life. They don't care. I don't care about them. I think a lot of families go through that, but she definitely went through that very hard. Like, they fought almost daily. But I think it was just because they just couldn't understand. It was just very tough for them. And there's a train, so I gotta wait today. But I think that they were just going through a phase where they just couldn't see eye to eye. And I look back on those times, and it was really tough. There was a reason why, when I graduated my undergrad program, I had the opportunity to go to California. So before my even sister did, I had an opportunity to go out there myself. I actually had an offer at a really good game developing company. So it was like my dream job. And I would be able to fly back and forth between Japan and Korea. And I was like, oh yes, I could go see all my friends. But every time I came home and I saw the situation in my family, and I needed to come home. And I did. And honestly, I don't regret that decision to this day at all, because I came back a little bit more mature. And even though at that point, it might have been a little too late for me to just all of a sudden start caring for my sister and try and give her advice, because she's just like, what the hell? Why am I hearing this from you? You haven't been there. You have been a big brother. I have other brothers out there who care for me more than you did. Like, she had this huge attitude towards me. But instead of trying to fight her, I just constantly just kept being there for her as much as I could, and you know, it's a little too late, but I can say that now we have a decent relationship. I think she still sees her guy friends as like brothers to her, but she knows inside that I definitely care for her. I love her, you know. And before, she didn't even care about family. She's like, what does family even mean? She, you know, but I think she gets a little bit now, and I'm glad, you know. And I'm very proud of her. I mean, I know I just went through all that, but like, I am just very proud where she is at. And I think my dad is especially. They're always worried. You know, my parents always worry about my sister and me, and my sister being far away. Like, even my mom, like, you know, before she would always yell about how she just wants her out of the house and just to leave, but that's not what she wants. You know, the day my sister left, you know, the day she left, my mom was like heartbroken. You know, it's, you know, sometimes kids don't understand parents, and parents sometimes don't understand kids. It always goes both ways, and I think it's always a learning experience for both sides. But I'm just glad to say that I think they're at a much better state now. We've gone through a rough patch in our history, in our lives, and although we're not going to be living together again, because, you know, my sister definitely can't live with my parents. She can't. Like, it's not, maybe visiting for a week or two, you know, maybe she gets married in the future, but she's just not, she's got to live on her own. She's the more of the independent type, but I'm just glad to see her, and my mom's already back to her old ways of nagging her and everything, and it's just great to see. So I'm glad that we're at where we're at now, and that we can do that. So I'm heading home. I'm like, obviously, what am I doing driving around at 4 o'clock in the morning if I'm not going home? So I'm going home, gonna get some sleep. I think my mom mentioned that I should bring my sister to my store. So I'm gonna have her come to my store and hang out for the day. And luckily she's a gamer, so she'll have something to do. So it just, you know, there's no worry about that. So she's gonna be able to play stuff and not be bored. So we're gonna be able to do that. So, and then my fiance's gonna come visit. She's gonna stop by after her work, pick her up and take her home. So, you know, that'll be good for her. And I guess I get to spend the day with her, but I got work to do tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to sit down and chit chat too long. But there's that, and yeah, guys. So I guess, I mean, another thing I guess I just want to quickly point out before my battery dies here now is that it's just, if you have your own brother or sister, you have another brother or sister, especially if you're an older, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're older or younger, keep in touch. You know, like, I don't know your guys' current, you know, your relationship with your respective, you know, siblings, but you never know when they're gonna need you. You know, you never know when they're gonna be in need of not just help financially, but even for a year, like, you know, just, you know, being able to listen. Need a ride, there's a situation that they don't know how to deal with, you know, you want to make sure that you're available for them and that you're able to help them. Like, for me, like, I talk about in my last few videos that I've made so many mistakes in my life and I regret so many situations, and blah 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 blah, all etc., and that's all true. But at the same time, they are literally life lessons that I have learned personally. And if someone I hear or someone I see is going through the same thing and they're in need of advice or just an opinion, you know what? I'm in a position where I'm able to at least give an open ear, give my side, or even sympathize with them sometimes. So, you know, I'm just happy. That's, you know, so be there for, and it doesn't even have to be your own sibling. It could be for a friend, a coworker, family member, anyone in general, to be honest. So be that open year. Be that open year for them. But yeah, guys. But for once, I'm actually going to end it before this last segment here. Actually, I can actually time my videos now. I've done enough of these vlogs now, driving home, where I can actually time how long I've spoken via where I'm at the drive. It's kind of sad at this point. It is now 4:34 on Thanksgiving. So technically, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, for those of you in the United States. Oh, sorry, I gotta... But the last customers just left. I'm just tying things up. I'm not gonna be able to clean up everything. It's gonna take me way too long, so I'm just gonna tackle it tomorrow afternoon after I come back, after I have dinner with my family. But I did some remodeling today, as you guys saw in the earlier clips. It started the night before, and I just kind of made adjustments here and there throughout the night, little by little. So as you can see, we've readjusted where the home theater seats are. So let me just kind of flip this around for you guys. So as you guys can see, I've moved the home theater seats. Used to be facing that way. Now they're facing this way. And pretty much what that did was because there was a lot of empty space up in the front that I had. And now that I've pushed it against the wall, yes, this guy takes up a lot of space, yes, but it's really nice now because this added actually about 50 square feet just pushing it that way, and it really opened this space up. And I can kind of show you from the other side here. So help open that space up in the middle there so people can easily kind of go in and out without having to bump into this giant guy. And but what inadvertently happened was this actually stretched out more, so the people in the back were further away than they used to be. So one, that created a problem of the height issue, because when people sit down, you really can't see over them on the screen. So what I'm going to have to do is like put wooden planks underneath to raise this guy up. But there's that going to happen. But I've been having a weekly Smash group come in. So Super Smash Brothers group come in now. They've been coming in for the last 2 weeks, and I've noticed I've already had a space issue with them. So I redesigned this purposely, not just for them, but mainly with them in mind, but also my other customers. So I thought that this was the best way to maximize the space. It gives people a place to sit down, plug in, eat if they needed to. The back room pretty much stays almost untouched. I need to do some more with this back room. I need to add some more decorations. A little bit. This is nice and everything, but this is also plain. So we gotta do something about that. I really want to redo this art, but it's just a matter of getting to it. There's a lot of work involved just to do that. But this space has become quite the communal area for a lot of people to come and just sit down, relax, talk, play games and stuff and whatnot. So there's that. I ripped down the posters here. Because if you guys didn't notice, I did put the projector on top of this thing. So I did move this display case from, it used to be over there, and I brought this over here to kind of, because this table is sticking out with the computers on it, and so it was kind of, it just looks a little ugly if you see that. So putting this here just kind of helps offset it. It's a nice area for people to actually get to see some of the other merchandise that we have. And I put the projector here because it's going to project right onto that top wall area. And it'll be good for movie nights and everything, I think. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and do that. Oh, focus, focus, focus. There we go. I made some adjustments all over the place just to make some more space. This has gone through a couple renditions here. And as always, I mean, like you guys see that I always make adjustments. Oh, I don't know, I was paying attention. I always make adjustments to maximize the space I have here. So yes, that distracts me from the other works I gotta do, but I know that my customers and my members really do appreciate that because it just gives them that extra. I mean, I think about them all the time. I observe them constantly. I see how they are, and I see what works and what doesn't. And this is just one way of me showing them that I'm doing that. So hopefully they see it. I mean, if they don't, it's not the end of the world. But I'm definitely glad of the progress that we've made. The last couple days, man, I can't believe how, like, Wednesday and Tuesday were like a Saturday and a Friday night like during the summer and fall months. But you know, we've grown so much. I think a lot of people coming, the new people coming especially, they're having fun. And that was my goal from the beginning, just people to have fun. So I think I'm accomplishing my goal now. And so it's just very exciting for me to see. But I'm looking around right now. There's a lot of trash, a lot of things I gotta clean up. I'll do what I can for the next 10 minutes, but I need to go. I need to go home and sleep because my aunt and uncle are coming over tomorrow, like noon. So I gotta get some sleep, wake up in time to wash up, have lunch with them, have dinner with my aunt and uncle, then come back in time to get the other stuff done. So yeah, a lot of things to do. But all right, I'm gonna tune out here, guys. I didn't really get to vlog too much today for you guys, but I'm definitely, the one thing I want to talk about really quick, I'm gonna switch hands because I'm used to vlogging in my car. I guess the first time I'm really vlogging in my store, and yeah, it's a little bit different. And you can actually see me for once. I'm actually gonna tilt this up so I can actually focus just looking at the camera. Actually, I can't need that. I need a guidance point to make it center. Here, let's just put this. I'm gonna put this on the display stand so I think you can see me. Okay, I think that works. Actually, you know, I was gonna car vlog for you guys like I normally do. Here's my seat. I was gonna car vlog like I normally do, but I think I'll just take this time to do it here while I'm safe and not driving distracted. I just want to say it's Thanksgiving here in the United States. I know I have a few of you who are from around the world, and Americans typically take this time to just reflect on what they're thankful for. And for me, I'm going to say the first thing, guys, I am thankful for all of you. You guys have been with me from the beginning. I always say this, but you guys have been with me from the beginning of my journey as a YouTuber, then moving on to a business owner. It's crazy. This is absolutely insane of what this has become. And the few of you that have been following me along, thank you. I really appreciate you guys following me on this journey. Your words of encouragement, the few of you, the handful of you, like that's all I needed to get through all this, to be honest. You know, and I've been getting through it. You guys have been helping me really truck along, and I just wanted to thank you guys. I'm really thankful for you guys. I'm also thankful for my family because after all the crap that's happened the last few years, they've been the only ones I could really focus on. So mainly my cousin, my close cousin, my aunt and uncle, my mom and dad, my little sister, she's doing better, and just all the support I've been getting from them. And even my grandmother, I know she passed away now it's been 2 years, I think. It's been rough, it's been tough, but it's because of her that I have the life I have right now. So I definitely want to thank her for that. And I'm just thankful for a lot of things these days. Like I know I've talked about a lot of the bad things, and some of my vlogs have been kind of morbid here and there, but at the end of the day, I'm just thankful to be here right now, to have this opportunity. The world is very uncertain right now. The markets are all over the place. Countries are doing power plays, and who knows who's going to end up on top. Who knows? But if you focus on that stuff, unfortunately, your life is going to be miserable. You can either choose to accept that life is going to, like, you know, the United States is over, China's going to take over the world, or blah, 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 etc., etc. Or you can choose to just live your life. You know, I mean, you really can't predict what's going to happen, but I'm just going to live it day by day. I'm working towards a future that I think is going to be beneficial, not just for me, but for... I don't want to sound... what's it called? I don't want to sound like crazy here, but I think this is something, I'm working really towards something that our society needs, especially in the gaming community. I mean, the gaming community exists all around the world. This is a worldwide sport or hobby. But for me, I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to do that. I have the opportunity to offer something that people have been wanting, people have been yearning for. I just have an awesome opportunity to do so. So I'm really thankful for that. And just this, you know, I may be exhausted, stressed, a lot of stress, lack of sleep, haven't been time to really have personal time, really. You know, a lot of people are like, why don't you ever play, like, you know, oh, you can't believe you own a game so you don't play games. But most importantly, I don't get to spend time with my loved ones. It sucks. You know, the few friends I do have, I want to go visit, but I can't. Especially now that I'm pretty much back down to being myself again on this in this endeavor, with a handful of volunteers. But mainly, I had to run the store again by myself, and it's tough. It is, but I'm still thankful that I'm able to do it. I mean, think about it, guys. Like, I could be, I mean, knock on wood that that I'm still healthy, that I'm still able to keep going like this, and hopefully I can keep building it to the point where I could bring on proper help, you know, and get this ball rolling. You know, right now I'm busy making the snowball to start putting on the hill for it to start rolling, but I think once we get there, it's just going to be awesome. So, a lot of work ahead. I mean, it's a lot of work ahead of us right now, but I look forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope you guys have your own respective Thanksgivings. I know the majority of my subscribers are from the United States, but in general, I hope you guys are having a good holiday. I know by the time you see this video, it's going to be way after, but I hope you guys had a good holiday. That'd be the more grammatically correct term. And just hopefully you had a good time with your families, you know, because I know for a lot of people, the holidays are like really crunch time for a lot of your workplaces. I know some of you may be, you know, stressed out a little bit. So hopefully you guys got through it okay, and you're looking forward towards Christmas and the New Year. I mean, the New Year's already upon us. 2017 is already here. I gotta do a reflection video on my YouTube channel. What I did the past year, yay! But just, yeah, I'll do something like that later on. But I always say, like, things are winding down, things are getting better, and that's kind of pushing the envelope. So I'm no longer going to say that. I'm just going to say that I think I'm on track. I think I'm on track to doing some awesome stuff. So that's where I'm going to leave it at. I mean, what's it called? One of the college students came back this week for holiday break, and he couldn't believe at the amount of change that's happened here, how much this place has grown, the membership has grown, how diverse it's gotten. Like, he was just awestruck at it. But it's true. The thing is, for an entrepreneur, I mean, I guess I'm an entrepreneur, I go through this vicious cycle of everything's great, the business is doing good, to, oh my gosh, the business like it's doing bad, what am I gonna do? I'm like, this, I made a horrible decision, back to it's doing good again. Like, my fiance showed me this little chart where it was like a tick going up, but there was an up moment and down moment, severe differences, and I'm going through that emotional roller coaster. And the thing is, I'm always so up and always so down that I know I'm just in the middle. Like, I'm like emotionless going through this, but apparently it's been going up. It's been an upward trend, but I haven't been seeing that. I've been so focused on the ups and downs and the tomorrow and just moving on to the next step, and like, I haven't really noticed. To be honest, I know I've grown, but I haven't felt it. I can't explain it, but I really can't. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of these people were like, holy crap, what the hell happened? How'd you grow so fast? They're like, I'm like, I didn't grow. I'm still trying to manage getting this thing by. And people are just like, so my emotions are all over the place. It confuses a lot of people, but, you know, I hope some of you can understand that. I know I've come a long way, but I still recognize there's a long way to go. So that's all I worry about. So I'm a crazy person, apparently. But I'm thankful for that. It's, you know, it's keeping me modest. You know, I'm not I'm not cashing in everything yet. I'm not calling it quits. I'm not, what's it called? Like, oh, it's all done, hands off, I'm good to go. Like, I don't have that attitude, thankfully. Like, I still have the know-how to just keep on going. And the pursuit of happiness is still there. And, but I'm happy, guys. There are certain things I wish I can work on a little bit more, but overall, I'm very happy with the opportunity that I have now. There are certain things I wish I didn't have to deal with, but needless to say, I did. And that's all said and done. And there's that. So I don't want to keep on babbling. I know I'm babbling on here for you guys. But just once again, just please be thankful for, your health, for being where you are now. Whether it's a good or bad situation, you are still here. You are, sometimes, you need to have those situations to know that you're alive. As morbid as that sounds. But I hope most of you guys have had and are still going through a good moment in your life. And you're able to kind of just be thankful and celebrate it.
What, I don't know why you always do that. They always saw your face.
They already saw my face?
Now, for those of you who are wondering how Korean Thanksgiving works, it's just like the normal Thanksgiving, as you can see. So we got our turkey. Mom's got sick. Oh, I forgot. She's got leftovers. Oh, no. She's made extra for my store, actually, for later. We got our... pretty much our typical items. My favorite thing is cranberry jelly. Cranberry jelly. And it's my family. These two haven't seen each other, and actually it's been a while.
Yeah.
Did you meet up last time when you came back?
Time. I'm going to kill you if you keep on recording. Put
But
the camera down.
you're so pretty.
앤디야 젊은 사람 위주로 찍어라. 여기서
여기요. 네.
그러면 여기부터야?
아니 오늘 형제분이 같은 패션으로
This is my
입었네?
uncle,
어휴,
my aunt,
형처럼 좀 짚어 좀
my little
매이세요.
cousin.
요까지 올려 요까지. 그러니까
뭐야 이거?
춥다고.
이거 뭐야 깜짝
nice
놀랐어.
camera.
안에
또 입은 거
I hate to see it from her.
대준 봐 대준 봐. 형주야 이거 다 먹어?
나도 원래 그때
No?
So I don't embarrass my sister in the airport. This is my compromise. I'm walking her to her proper terminal right now. There she is. But she's headed back. It's been 1 week officially. She's going back to the warm, sunny California.
You're such a dork.
Sunny California. Where I should technically be. That's where all the other YouTubers are. Hey,
always sunny
let's
in
sneak
Cali.
through and try to get to the field and get arrested.
What is wrong
Yeah.
with you? No.
Let's get arrested, Jen.
I'm already, no.
Let's see what it's like going to jail.
We're not gonna put this on cam.
But it was a quick, bittersweet week. Hopefully she comes back again. Well, if anything, we should be flying out to see her soon.
We'll see about that.
The business has got to do well first so I can make money, so I can afford a week off to go see her.
Make money and buy me food.
That's all she ever wants from me now, food.
I want food.
Which is an upgrade from just wanting cash.
I like food.
Yeah. Well, we'll tune back in though. Say bye, Jen.
Bye. Subscribe to my brother. Yeah, on YouTube. Woo. Stop recording.
There she goes. Bye, sister. It's okay. They'll appreciate this. One day. Bye. Au revoir. It's off. This is the only way I can see your face clearly. Well, just got done dropping off my sister and walking all the way back to our terminal because
what happened was the terminal that we thought it was actually at the end of the actually airport, and the terminal she needed to be was at the middle, so we had to literally walk all the way around for her. But sorry if I'm a little out of breath. I'm out of shape here, but walking back to my park, you can actually see, look, I'm literally at the end of the parking lot here. And this place is freaking huge. For those of you who've been to Philadelphia, it's a pretty decent sized airport. But I'm finally done. I'm almost at my car. And then gonna head back to the store to work on some video for you guys. So I'll tune back in there. I can't really vlog and drive around here just because, first of all, it's night time and I want to be a little bit safe, so we're gonna do that. But ironically, when we first arrived, I literally found a parking spot right in front of the terminal. Now, this made absolutely no sorry, it didn't really benefit us so per se, because, you know, I should have been in the middle, but whatever, hindsight. But thankfully my sister was able to get on. I think she's getting on fine. I'm just waiting for her to text me saying that she's at the terminal, but hopefully she gets there safe and I get back to the store okay there. So yeah, tune back in, guys. I am home right now. I know you can barely see because of the light, but I ended up staying at the store a lot later than I was expecting. Had to tidy up a couple things. Had a lot on my mind. Just, you know, right now it's my day off. But I didn't feel comfortable